Hello. Okay, let's figure this out. I've never just gone live on YouTube, so I have no idea how this works. I'm not even sure if I'm actually live. Um, nope. There we go. Goodness gracious. Okay, I totally had that as private. It should be public now. We'll see how this goes. Hello, hello. Sorry for the issues earlier on StreamYard. Hopefully, my sound and everything are good. I have this is all new to me, but if you're here, please say hi. I'll see if it's working on my end. Like I said, learning curve. Okay, I think it's on. I think it's working. I don't like so here's the thing. I won't be able to do like the pop-ups on the screen, but I'll just type in the chat. We'll see how this goes. We're just gonna wing it. Anyways, I had a very busy week and it was really chaotic, but I got so much done. Like my shelf, my room is back. It was really nice to have everything back and going. However, technology just making it cray cray. So, yeah, I'm not gonna be able to pull up comments, but hi, Wendy. You're here but working. I'm glad you're working. I have a fun little splurge order that I did today, or I ordered and it's supposed to be coming in today. Your resin room looks amazing and I love your bookshelf. Thank you. So if you don't follow me on Instagram and if you don't follow me on Aspargasam or Willow Star Market, which are my whatchamacallit, my like crafting stuff. Gosh, I'm like so flustered today. So if you follow along on Instagram, then you know that January 1st, my husband and I, Matt and I, came down into our basement to no lights. No lights were working. My whole room, like completely dead. And we had no idea why. And the only windows I have because we're in the basement are these little windows. So I couldn't work on anything until we got that fixed. And unfortunately, we didn't know it was like a wiring issue with our house because we have an old house and we're like slowly updating things. And we had to rip out the entire ceiling to make sure that it wasn't a wiring issue in here. And so then my entire room was covered in drywall dust and it was just a lot. So we had to fix all that, double check all that, and then uh wow, like I said, put it all back together. And I have been wanting to like change my shelf. I've been wanting to just really like deep organize this room so I can be more productive. So I took it as an opportunity to do that. Now, that kind of threw off my whole beginning of the year because, you're like, oh, fresh start. I'm going to work on all this stuff. And then I kind of like everything I had planned got pushed back and changed. So I was really kind of bummed. But the results I am so happy with. Like, I have a bunch of my Loungefly, I have a bunch of my books, and they're mostly color coordinated. And then I have like my favorite books or like my special series. um, it's a little empty right now because I got a big pile over here I was gonna show you guys. I'm working and reading Throne of Glass. My goal is to finish it by tomorrow night. That's awesome. I oh my god. I don't know how I didn't force myself to stay up to finish Crescent City. I always forget. So because the title isn't on the front of this one, I forget it all the time, but House of Earth and Blood, because this is the Barnes and Noble special edition. Um I have less than 100 pages left, but I was getting so tired last night and I really wanted to like savor and enjoy it. So I probably won't finish this on sprints because my audio's on my computer and I am not gonna mess with more than I have to. But I'm gonna finish this today for sure, and I'm really excited. Hi, Katie. And then One Dark Window is my book club pick with April from Tis So Sweet. And we will be discussing it next Saturday, I think at 8 p.m. Eastern. I need to make a graphic announcing that. We're gonna do a Zoom discussion, so I'm really excited that everyone can kind of like talk about it and see how that works out for our book club. But I'm only on like chapter 5 or 6, chapter 6, so I need to get reading on this. And then also, just like by next, well, I think I have 2 weeks. So I have another book club that has Dreams Lie Beneath by Rebecca Ross. And this book is, uh, sorry. So my like light is still flickering a little bit. And I don't know if it's because I have like really bright lights in here. So, okay, it's not as bad here. I think it's because I'm directly under the light. If you missed out on the other sprint, I can't handle like flickering lights. It'll give me migraines. Um, but Dreams Lie Beneath, I've heard really good things about this. I have read Ruthless Ruthless Vows was the second book. I haven't read that one yet. Divine Rivals and River Enchanted are both books by Rebecca Ross that I love. I haven't read the second of either of those, but I'm hoping to this year. But Dream Lies Beneath is another book club pick for a different book club I'm in. So I'm hoping to finish that in 2 weeks. And I'm really hoping to finish the second Crescent City before the third one comes out, but I just don't think that's gonna happen. However, I feel like I'm in the world. I'm almost caught up. I mean, I have a whole book to go through, but you know, I'm pretty close. So, um I finished One Dark Window. I might re-listen to the audiobook because it's been about a month. Yeah, so that's my other problem is one, I'm a procrastinator. Two, when it comes to book club picks, I like to wait last minute so that it's fresh in my mind because I am a person that will completely forget everything as soon as I'm done. Like people be like, "Oh, what's it about?" And it's like, I don't remember. So, uh I totally get trying to re-listen to it. I couldn't find the audiobook anywhere and I didn't want to pay for it. So, it's also taking me a little bit longer to get through, but I'm loving the vibes so much so far. I'm terrible at keeping up with reading lately. I need to get back into it. Girl, I feel you. After I read Iron Flame, I didn't read for like a week or two, which is really weird for me. I'll go a couple days here and there, but I could not. I don't know, you just get in a funk sometimes. And even a couple days here and there, I won't read for a while, like a day or two. And it's normal, but sometimes you just need a break. I'm trying to be really mindful of what books I read. So, like, right now, literally all the books I showed you are fantasy, and I love fantasy, but it can be kind of, like, um, exhausting reading them and trying to know, like, the magic and the world building. All of it can be kind of intense. So, I need to get better at having palette cleansers and doing some thrillers in between, some regular romance in between, historical fiction. Those are all genres I like. So, I need to get better about that, but it's really hard when I have so many book club picks and then like new releases come out. So I get it because I'm also listening to Dust, which is a Peter Pan retelling for another book club pick. So that's another like fantasy magical so much. I love it. I love it. But hey, Sylvia. Yeah, thank you guys so much for joining. This is going to be a little bit different. So all I'm going to do for like sprints is put in the comments what time we're sprinting to. I do have my iPad, so I might, like, put a timer on here so that we can, you guys can see it that way, and I'll try to work on stuff, but it's gonna be a little different. I'm just trying to wing it. I was really bummed because I was really excited to be back in my room. I have a lot to work on today. I have tumblers I'm gonna paint. I've been making these really cute blinged, Stanley tumbler topper tags. Some people call them tumbler tags, and some of them call them toppers. I call them topper tags, so it just kind of does it all, but so I made a bunch of these ones, um, and they're super cute. I have, like, a purple one and, like, a magenta pink one. They sparkle like crazy in the sun, and then I've made a burn book one. Has anybody seen the new, Mean Girls movie yet? I'm very curious, like, I know it's a musical, and I don't know how I feel about that yet. It really depends on if the songs are good. I did a Detroit football, if you it matches my nails. I'm a Michigan girly, born and raised Michigander, so Detroit being in the playoffs is a big deal. Literally, this is the farthest we've ever been in my entire lifetime. And then I did a friendship bracelet lover for, like, Taylor Swift inspired for Valentine's Day. So I have a bunch of Tumblr tags I wanna bling because I love blinging. It's very therapeutic for me. And then I have tumblers I need to paint. So I have a lot that I need to work on, and I'm just not sure how we're gonna do that with this, but we're gonna figure it out. I'm glad you went live anyway. Thanks, Wendy, and I'm so glad you're here. If you guys get the chance, please share this. Because it was set at private, so it wasn't letting me share, which makes sense now. So I'm gonna try maybe on this first sprint to let people know because I had a decent amount of people on my first sprint that went cray cray. So I'm back. Thank you, Becca, for being here. I This is gonna be way different for me. I can't pull up comments and I can't add stuff to the screen, so we're just gonna wing it. This is gonna be different. Um, Whoop whoop, it's great time to be a Michigan girly. Yeah, so I'm a Michigan State alma mater. So, U of M winning the championship to me is like, meh, but my little brother goes to U of M, so I'm like, I'm happy for him, and, like, that's, like, a really fun time. He's, like, been celebrating, and he went to all the home football games, and so, like, I'm happy for him. As for me, I'm like, this was, like, one of our worst football seasons ever, and so but I'm thankful because I know anytime, like, sports do well, it's just good for the state and the city, and it's good for people's mental health, and so I'm happy because we just don't get that a lot in Michigan, but I mean, uh, Steven Izzo scored his first, points in a game, which I don't if you don't know, it's Tom Izzo. He's a very famous basketball coach from Michigan State. Last weekend, his son, who came on the team as a walk-on, I think, he scored his first points as a player, and it was very emotional, and everyone was really excited. So, and then the Pistons won, and the Red Wings won all last weekend. It was crazy. It was a great day to be a Michigander last weekend, and it'd be really nice for a repeat this weekend. I'm out in the cold retrieving coffee and then headed home to start Kingdom of Ash if my headache goes away. Ugh. Yeah, and that's why I was trying to not get a migraine. Our weather has been really crazy here. We weren't supposed to have any snow, and we got like crazy amount of snow yesterday morning, and then today it's really cold, and then it's supposed to get really warm and rain, and I don't do well with that. My sinuses get crazy, and then I get, migraines, which was not helpful with, like, the flashing before. But I hope your headache goes away too. Maybe it's just because you need caffeine. I know sometimes I'm that way. We were at a creamer this morning, so I had to wait for my husband to go get us more, and I'm much happier now. Same with the weather. It's supposed to be 60 on Thursday, and it's 12 right now. Oh my gosh, that's a huge difference. Yeah, I think we're in, like, single digits right now. I don't know. To be honest, I don't go outside very much. I try not to leave my house unless I have to. Oh, so it's 13 right now. It's starting to warm up, but yeah, come, like, Thursday, it's supposed well, even Tuesday, it's supposed to be almost 40, and that's just, like, so uncommon this time of year. I don't like the up and down. If it can just stay consistent, I'll be happy. But okay, yeah, if you guys could please give this video a thumbs up. I'm sorry for, like, the crazy hecticness. And hey, April, yeah, so we're gonna do our first sprint. We're gonna see how it goes. But if you guys could share it to let everybody know I'm going live again, maybe they can join this train wreck after the first one. So, okay, all I'm gonna do for a sprint is like mute myself and then put my timer on. And I don't even know, well, at least I have a aesthetically pleasing background. This was a couple, never mind. A couple years ago. I don't want to put in my, it was my flowers, my from my garden, but you've got this. It's just and so, like, now my desk is, like, filled with a bunch of stuff because I just have to set things up differently, but we will figure it out. It will be okay. If not, we can just hang this whole time because I don't really I plan on doing this most of the day anyways. Okay, we will what time is it? That's the thing, like, this doesn't tell me the time. Okay. Let's go to the top of the hour. Does that sound good? And you guys can just watch me. I apologize. Welcome back. Oh, this is so different. How did everybody do that sprint? Hi Jen. You said you're gonna go stop by here for a bit, then go grocery shopping. I don't know if you're still here, but if you are, hi. Hi Janet. Yeah, so I was listening to Dust by Kara Swanson. It's a Peter Pan retelling. I am on chapter 24. It's not telling. I have 4 hours left of it, but that's at like normal speed. So I'll probably finish that today, to be honest. It's okay. I'm enjoying it, but I don't know. I have like mixed feelings on it. Sometimes I really like it, and sometimes I'm like, meh. I'm not a big retelling person. So literally took that whole time to adjust my foot pedal on my new machine. The struggle is real. Ooh, chapter 27 is my favorite. Good to know, I'm getting there. Well, and this is on Everend, so I have no idea what chapter it actually is because 'cause they're always off, which really annoys me. But, yeah, like, there's some parts I really, really like, and then other parts, it's okay. But I actually have Darling Girl, which is a Peter Pan retelling that I read last year, the year before, and then I tried, the Twisted Tales, like, a couple of the Twisted Tales, which are Disney retelling stories, and it's like a hit or miss for me. I realize a lot of people think that ACOTAR is like a Beauty and the Beast retelling. To me, that is like what I want in a retelling. Like I want it to be really different. And with this one, I don't know, like there's parts I really, really enjoy. And then there's other parts I'm just not a okay, I'll be honest. Like I like the idea of Peter Pan, but I don't love Peter because childish boys that don't wanna grow up. I feel like that's we have to deal with that a lot anyways in society. But however, I say that, and Peter Pan is one of my husband's all-time favorite Disney movies. He absolutely loves Peter Pan, and I love the adventure of it. I love the, like, think happy thoughts, and all of that, and I really like the lead character of this. But we'll see how it goes because, like I said, it's a hit or miss. But so, what did everybody else do? I know this is really weird. Also, I couldn't figure out how to keep my screen on the full time. I thought I did, and then I didn't. And then finally, I Googled it. So, I mean, it's just helpful. I did try to put it in comments. This is just different. Oh, what I did work on though. So, I painted tumblers. Two of them I painted white because I'm going to glitter them white and do stuff on top of the glitter. But then I'm painted this one. I don't know if you guys can tell based on knowing my music choices what this is inspired by. My colors are a little off. I need to like tweak them on the next coat, but can you guys kind of guess what I'm trying to do? Also, okay. So, I have this stand. This literally just a 4x4 with a hole drilled in it. So when lives happen, I can just set it here. I have a whole rack under my stairs, like in the closet area, but so I can just have it here. Matt literally just drilled a hole in it, but I painted this so when it looks like I'm painting just a block of wood, I mean, essentially that's all it is, but I didn't like the wood color and now it looks cuter. I might paint flowers on it for fun. Does it need flowers? No, but I like painting flowers. Um, but okay, I'll read your comments and we'll see if you guys can guess. You don't have to guess. I could be really bad and think like to me, I'm like, ooh, I know exactly what that is, but y'all are probably like, you're crazy. I have no idea. Agreed. Are you talking? Yeah, with Peter Pan. I love the magic behind it and flying and Neverland and never having to grow up. Like I like it and then I don't. There's just it depends on the day. Um, I have 160 pages left of Crescent City House of Earth and Blood. Laura, you are not far behind me. I have like 75. Nope, more than that. I have like 80-ish pages left, and I definitely will finish it today. Are you liking it? Because I'm obsessed. I'm so obsessed with it. But I have to read other books before I can read the second one. Nice. Thanks, Janet. Okay, so this is Taylor Swift Lover inspired. Hey, Katie. So I did it on like this version because I have a Valentine's Day event I'm doing, not next weekend, the weekend after on February 3rd. And so I want some like cutesy things. And I mean, like, I love the lover vibes anyways. But I don't know if you guys saw that Stanley came out with this, and I'm obsessed. Like, I have a Stanley, but I only got it so I could do Tumblr tags. But do you see? Is that close? Is that close? I also have a Stanley dupe tumbler that I'm gonna paint next sprint to look like this. And then I don't know if I'm gonna glitter it or not. I mean, I'm sure everyone's gonna tell me to glitter it, but I have to think about like what other people want. Like, would you glitter it? Would you not? I think to me it would be very like a light glitter. Like, I'm not gonna just do a ton. Like, it'd be like a extremely fine glitter just to make it a little sparkly. Or I might just do like little dashes of it, you know? I don't know. I'm still torn. I love glitter, but I know some people don't want a ton of glitter. Looks good to me. Thanks, Janet. My colors are a little off. I need to find my brighter yellow, but I think it's upstairs. And with my current situation with this, I don't really want to grab it, but I'm going to paint the other one, and I'm going to have to do a top coat anyways. So I think it'll be fine as like the backup coat. Major things just happened, and I can't imagine where it's going from here. I'm hooked. Yeah, last night it was so hard to stop reading. My eyes were like closing, but it was also really hard not to just like gasp because Matt was sleeping, and I'm like, my world was shooketh. So I'm really loving it. I also have no idea how it's gonna end, and I really want to get to the second one, but I'm gonna just have to wait. Which I'm excited to read my other books too. It's just so many books, so little time, you know. But I'm glad you're liking it. I did not expect to like it since it's a urban fantasy, and I went in with very low expectations, which I think was good because I'm loving it. But how you guys doing? Do you want to keep sprinting? It just feels so weird how I can't like pop your comments up, and I can't at least make me smaller and put like a timer on. Just kind of feels weird. I don't know how everyone's feeling because otherwise we can just hang and I can paint and talk. I don't know if you know me, but I can talk for quite a bit. But you guys getting stuff done. I'm such a weird day. I was so excited, and I was really stressed that StreamYard was acting really weird. And this is fine too. It's just not sprinting friendly. Just got to sewing, so I'm good to hang or sprint. Yeah, I have stuff to do, so I might as well stay live, but I don't know if like you guys are even watching me because there's like just no sound. I keep like splattering paint all over me, so sometimes my faces are like ridiculous. Um, I just have like there's stuff I want to grab, and I can't turn off my camera, you know, because there's nothing else on the screen. So it's just been weird. But maybe we'll do one more sprint and call it good. I don't know. It's such a weird day. I don't like not using StreamYard for sprints, but we'll live and we'll learn and we're getting better at it. So let's move on, I guess, to another sprint. Um, do you want to do a longer one? Go to the top of the hour again? I feel like I'm gonna finish this book. Like, if I did 2 more sprints, I probably would. So, make a be right back sign. Oh, that's actually really smart. I don't have paper down here. What could I use? That's actually a really good idea. Uh, okay, I might have some construction paper I can do. That's actually really funny. Maybe I need to have, like, a backup system. Oh, I wonder if I could just do something on here and put, like, on my, like, Procreate or something. You guys are so smart. I'm so thankful for you guys. Okay, let's sprint until the top of the hour, and I'll run and get some different colors and see how it goes. Hello. How did that sprint go? Oh my gosh, I have a mess. And then I realized I had gotten paint on my cardigan. I put my elbow in it, which a lot of this paint I try to use like chalk paint so that I just think it sticks better. It doesn't peel off of the tumblers. And that stuff stains. So, like literally, this used to be a white apron and I dyed it with chalk paint because you can. Um, and I was just trying to do like a different technique with this apron. So yeah, I instantly it was still wet, so I just took water and sprayed it and tried to get it like diluted as much as possible. Oh my gosh, my hands are like ugh, you can't even tell. Okay. Well, I have like paint all over my hands. um, but I'm loving how this turned out. I mean, I don't think they need another layer. I think they're fine. I'm really happy. They're definitely giving me Taylor Swift lover vibes. And I love these colors so much. I don't know exactly what I'm gonna put on the tumbler yet. Um I like to do inspired stuff. Also, I try to stay away from copyrighted stuff. But I don't know exactly what I'm going to do with it, but I'm obsessed. I really like it. I love painting. It makes me so happy to paint. And I got to chapter 30 of Dust. It says I have an hour left, so I'll probably just stay on so I can finish that. I don't know what I'm gonna work on next. Maybe bling some stuff. Um, but I'm really happy with how it's coming along. How did everyone else do? I see Becca missed the chatting. I know sometimes it's like you zone out and then all of a sudden it's just gone real quick. Currently reading Last Call at the Local and finishing up my reread of Fourth Wing. I love Fourth Wing. I have not read the other one. Good afternoon. Hope everyone is well. Going to be reading Misery by Stephen King while getting things done, sharing the love of reading and getting things done with friends with the like button. Thank you so much. I love the lover cup, so cute. I'll be getting off here in a bit, in off for a bit here in a few. My mom and aunt are stopping by, but I did start Kingdom of Ash. Awesome. Thank you. Yeah. So it's not like they're gonna be cheaper than the Stanley tumblers because like they're hand painted and the cost of supplies is insane. And like everything's going up and I try not to up my prices at all. But like my bookmarks on Etsy, like it's kind of sad how little I make off of them online. Like I can sell them cheaper in person and still have like my taxes and everything come out and it I make more money in person than online because of all of Etsy's fees, processing fees, which I have processing fees when I do in-person stuff too, and shipping has gotten crazy expensive. So, I sold a bookmark and I was kind of really sad at how little I made, but I don't wanna up my prices. So, I don't know if you guys know this, if you shop with Etsy, like, if you love to go on Etsy, if you have people you love to support, use their link when you're shopping. Like I have my Etsy linked in my bio, I have it linked in my descriptions. Use that link because then Etsy now gives us a like 4% back because they charge like over 6% now, like that we earn. Um, and the only reason I didn't make a ton of money off of like or I made significantly less money on this one order was because Etsy promoted it and when they promote it, you get less money because 'cause they're like, "Oh, well, that's you wouldn't have made this sale without us." So, if you can, if you shop through people you like on Etsy, use their link when you shop because Etsy will actually give them a percentage back. I would love to start my own website, but right now it's just not worth it for the cost of a website. I do love Etsy for lots of things, but that was my little soapbox. um Katie, I don't know if I this is so hard. I don't know if I like clicked it or not. Thank you. I'm loving the cups and how they're coming out. I think I answered that. I can't put Crescent City down. I need to finish it. I feel that. I'm really bummed that I didn't wake up earlier to finish it this morning, but I will finish it today, which I will feel pretty epic if I finish Crescent City and one of my book club picks today. That'll make me feel pretty good because then I can move on to my other book club picks and then Crescent City 2, which I did pre-order the third one. Um, so the Barnes& and Noble one, the Barnes& and Noble special edition one was sold out, and it said it was hardcover, which I don't know if it is or isn't yet, but I have the Barnes& and Noble, special editions of the first 2, and since the, whatchamacallit, the special edition for the third one was sold out, I got the Walmart special edition because apparently there's, like, a bonus chapter in it. I don't know, but I got it. I hate it when you have a series and the books don't match. That's a big ick for me. But I'm hoping since I, like, got the special edition, I could trade someone in the future if, in fact, the Barnes& and Noble special editions match the other Barnes& and Noble special edition. Does that make sense? Because I can't stand it when they come out with, like, new books and they don't go together. Also, did you see they're coming out with another Fourth Wing one? I'm just like, I already have 2 of them. I don't need another one. Rant. Okay, end of rant. Laura, oh yeah, she's reading the first one like me. I have only 80 pages left. I'm obsessed. It's so good. But yeah, and I got to the one chapter. I don't know if April is still here, but she said she really liked chapter 27 of Dust, and I totally, yeah, if I had the physical copy, a lot of that would be highlighted because that it was just really um impactful. I won't say too. It's so hard to like know what spoils things and what doesn't. You know how like some person could be like, "Oh, something big happens," and some people are like, "Okay, that's not a huge spoiler," but other people are like, "That ruined the whole book." I try not to do spoilers because I hate spoilers, but I never know, where's the limit with a lot of people. But anyways, okay. It is 2:08. You wanna do another one to the top of the hour? I didn't know how long I was gonna do these today, plus with technical difficulties, and then my husband, decided to go visit family because he did some side jobs for them, and so he's gone right now, so it's not like I can I can do stuff on my own, but I'd rather hang out with you guys, so we'll do another sprint, maybe 2, depending on if I get this book done in time. So let's go to the top of the hour again. It just makes it easier, especially with all this chaos. And then I'm probably going to try to clean up this stuff and figure out what I want to do next. So many possibilities. I really want a resin since I'm now in my resin room. And I do not, just so you guys know, I do not read in here when I have resin curing. Normally I pour resin at night. I don't know why. I don't have like the urge to touch it, which I don't really have that urge, but I normally do it at night and then I can demold it in the morning and then I can like air out my room and then I don't have to worry about like being in here with the toxic fumes. But yeah, Laura's like, "Hey, snap, snap. I wanna get back to my book." We'll go to the top of the hour. Hello. I feel like I say the same thing every time, and I just don't know what else to say. Welcome back. Hi. Hey. How did you all do? Um, I am literally like 7 minutes from finishing my audiobook, and so this is where I completely forgot, but April has already read this, and she told me that she was kind of like it leaves on a cliffhanger, right? And I know this, but I'm also like listening. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm almost at the end. And like, it's just, it's not ending, like it's not getting wrapped up in a nice little bow. And that's because there's another book, or like, I think it's a series. And I knew this, but I forgot until I got to the end. And so, like, how do you guys feel about that kind of stuff? I am okay with cliffhangers. I like cliffhangers. However, I feel like nothing was really accomplished. I hope that's not, like, not spoiling anything, just, like, current thoughts. I was like, "Wait, I'm almost done, and this thing hasn't happened, and I don't think it's gonna happen." Um, I don't know. I knew this, and yeah, I'm still frustrated. I'll just have to listen to the second one. I'm listening to it on Everend. I'm listening to Dust. It's a Peter Pan retelling. It's on Everend. However, I finished Court of Silver Flames last month on Everend, and then I could not listen to anything else. And I find that really frustrating. I wish they would tell you, like, when you're running out of time and when you're getting closer to your limit. And even like stuff I had saved wasn't like I couldn't search it. And so I'm scared to listen to the second one, which is also on Everend, I think, because I don't want to use up all my time listening to popular stuff. Just, problems. Anyways, so I finished painting the tumblers. I did like I found that, like, if I do, like, a dry brush with just a little bit of paint, I really like how it blends and how it looks. So I did that one more time on one of my tumblers, and then I started blinging more. So the glue is still white. It'll turn clear when it's dry, but this one is like a seashell theme. There's, like, little starfish in it. The lighting isn't really showing it, but, um, it's super cute bling from my friend Jess from Beyond the Tumbler. I love it. It's super cute. So I did this little beachy mermaidy themed one, and then I started doing 30-ounce Stanley toppers of Garden Party again. I did all like 40 ounces in like these, did a bunch of them. So I started doing some 30-ounce ones. Oh, so cute. I love them so much. So this one has little flowers embellishments, and there's like pearls and rhinestones. So it's a mixture of like shiny, opal, and sparkle, which I'm all about. Hannah said, "Hey, joining late because my husband and I finally got to go out. We have been snowed in. We went to the bookstore. What'd you get? What'd you get? Did you get a lot or a little? Was it a good haul? Are you gonna make a video about it?" That sounds like a great time to like get out of the house is to go get more books. I also got some Happy Mail, which me reading this was not like, I wonder why. Like, I have bad posture and like I have neck problems, and it's like, well, the way I like sit when I read and when I bling is not good for my body. But I got the Court of Thorns and Roses coloring book. Um, I decided to treat myself for Valentine's Day, so this is like an early Valentine's Day present for me. And I was flipping through and looking at all the pictures, which they're very detailed. I don't wanna show too much just because it does have pictures from the first 3 books, but it kinda tells you, like, a blurb from the story, and then it's really detailed, and it feels like pretty good quality. Like, I don't know if markers are gonna bleed through. They still might, but it's not super flimsy. It is thicker, but not the thickest. Like, I would love to use my watercolor pencils, but I don't think I would be able to do that on this paper. If I was really careful, I might, but I'm not sure about markers. I don't normally color with markers, only in, like, my bullet journals. I normally color with color pencils, and, like, I love watercolor pencils, but I treated myself, and I can't wait to, like, color it. Ah, it makes me so happy. Uh, y you can get it on Amazon, I can link it. It might be in my book section on Amazon. If not, I'll link it in my stories later if you wanna treat yourself, but just know you have to have read the first 3 books because there are spoilers if you haven't read the first 3. Just read the whole series and then get it. That's what I did. Those look awesome. Thank you. We're so used to instant everything these days that waiting for the next book is difficult. We used to wait years for books, movies, on video, etc. I know, right? Isn't it crazy just like from when a movie comes out in theater with how quickly we get it for streaming? It's like half the time. Yeah, we need that instant gratification, and I totally get that. Like, but there's, like, so much excitement with waiting. Uh, like, with Iron Flame, I want the next book, but now that, like, I've moved on, I was like, "Okay, I can deal." And it kind of makes, like, the waiting more fun because then you can, like, get spiraling on everything. The only thing I don't like about cliffhangers is when I like the way a lot of the fantasy books, they kind of, like, tie up what's currently happening and then drop another cliffhanger, you know? So it's like they tie up this story and then move on to the next. But I've read a couple books now that, like, keep leading up to this big thing, and then they don't tell you that big thing, and then you have to wait for the next book, and I find that so frustrating. Like, just make it one book, you know? But I get it, it's a different writing style, but to me, not my fave. Um, I only got The Clinic by Kate Quinn. It's a new thriller that just came out. I am so excited for it. Ooh, you are gonna have to tell me if you like it. I love thrillers. I love them. But they are something like I like reading in between other books because otherwise, um, they all start, like, blurring together. That's what I'm really trying to do. I'm trying to, like, get as much palette cleansers in between all of my books. However, my TBR of fantasy has been so one-sided, like, I have so many fantasy books I need to get through. I told myself that I wouldn't buy any new books, but it's my fave hobby, so I have been treating myself. Yeah, I okay. I have been trying not to buy as many books. I became unhinged last year. Like, a good majority of these books came from last year, which was crazy. However, I like to get new books, but when I go out, I don't need to buy, like, a bunch of them. I try to get just, like, 1 because, we gotta help the economy. But I'm also trying to use, Libby a lot more. I'm trying to not buy books unless I know the author or people that I really um, like, have similar taste with. If they like it, then I'll get it. Because 'cause I'm a physical book girly, and my local library is really, 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 really small. So and then, like, I tried to get into other districts, and I don't know why. You would think when we have, like, a small library, you could branch out and go, but they're very geographically like, "Nope, you don't live here, you can't get a library card." So, I haven't gone to our library to look for physical books in a while, but when I went there the last time, it was just kinda disappointing. They're just what like, nothing was speaking to me, and I didn't recognize any of the authors. Which, that's where I would, like to use or if, like, I've seen it, and they're probably checked out, but I don't like waiting. Instant gratification. Um, I'm cleaning out the part of the living room that used to be for crafts and laundry now that the tree is down so I can get back to crafting. Yes, it's taking a month. Oh, dude, I feel you. I feel you so much. The only reason this is kinda like the nice thing about having, like, a real Christmas tree is you have to take it down, and I didn't want to, I wanted to, like, keep Christmas up, and I have, like, a fake tree in here, and I was gonna keep it up. I told myself I can do Valentine's Day and decorate it for all those things, but I just once you take it down, it's kinda like it's a fresh start, so but I also understand, like, it's a lot. We still have Christmas stuff up too because, well, when all of this happened and we had to do the construction down here, it just really threw everything off, because like, we normally start taking stuff down after the 1st of the year, and then the 1st of the year, we have electrical problem, and we have to do all this construction, and I just got back in here, and it's already the 20th of January. So, half the Christmas stuff is still up, but the tree had to go. But I'm excited that you're gonna be able to craft again. I love crafting. It's my job. But it's also, like, this is just for funsies and coloring and yeah, all that. But so I wanna finish my book, so we'll probably do one more sprint. However, I know I'm already gonna be sad that it's not, like, finished, but we'll see how it goes. And then maybe I'll actually read. I'm not gonna move you guys, but I might actually read, the book club pick. My book club, Tales of Starlight with my friend April is One Dark Window, and I need to get this done by next weekend. So, I'll probably read that or listen to another audiobook. I don't know, we'll see because I am, like, in the mood of blinging stuff too. Anyways, I wanna finish my book. So we'll do one more sprint. This will probably be the last one. Um, but I'll see you okay, let's do a shorter one. So quarter 2, so like a just over 30 minutes. Sounds good? Okay, see you guys in a bit. Hey guys. I know I popped in a minute early. Sorry if you're trying to get something done really quick. Yeah, I finished Dust. I I don't know, like there are parts I really, really liked about it and characters I really liked, and then there are just certain things I didn't. So I'm at like a 3 to 3.5. I'm really curious on the second one. I don't have time to read the second one right now or even listen to it. Well, I guess I could listen to it, but like I said, I don't wanna run out of space on Everind just yet, but there were some parts that were, like, hardcore, mental health, representation that I really, really liked, and then there were just some things I wasn't. Um, but I finished so I had, like, a pink one, a purple one, and like, a Tiffany teal color that I blinged all of them. So I got those done. I have a bunch of them now that I need to get listed on my Etsy. I'm seriously so in love with them. They're so cute. I love the colors. Teals, pinks, and purples are my vibe. So then I decided to start Romantic Comedy by Curtis Sittenfeld. It's a Reese Witherspoon book club pick. It's also I think it was a book of the month option too. So I just started that. However, chapter 1, I don't know how like physically reading this book would be cuz chapter 1 is like 240 some minutes. That is so long for one chapter. I do not like long chapters. Um Especially that long. It's just kind of wild. It's cute so far. It's about a comedy writer, kind of like an SNL type thing where they have guests and they do monologues and guest appearances with music hosts and all that kind of stuff. And it's from like a writer's perspective. It's cute so far. I'm curious on how it's gonna go. This isn't that was one that I was like, I don't know if I'll like it, so I'm not gonna get the physical book. I'll listen to the audio. I did get the Christmas stuff put away a week or so ago, just still trying to clean it up and then rearranging it. I keep changing my mind as to how I want it. I totally get that. That's why my other rooms of my house are chaotic. My aunt and mom left, and we're headed to the gym in a few, so glad we got to sprint today. Yay! I'm glad that they stopped by and you're gonna hit the gym. Um, yeah, I know this was so weird, but I'm so thankful that you guys were able to stop by and we're able to hang out for a little bit. I read some more, worked on my journal, and sat there looking at the area, wondering where it would go. Do you like sketching? Like, does like sketching? I used to do that all the time when I was younger, was like do the layout of my room and rearrange stuff like that. Would that help you? My husband is someone who literally rearranges our furniture like once a month. He cannot handle it being the same. So, the other half of the basement is his man cave, and he can do whatever he wants, and he changes it all the time. But now for like me, when I'm working on stuff, I need to know where things are. And that's my biggest problem right now. Down here, I know where everything is. And then like I spent a long time figuring out how I wanted to display everything. And my upstairs room, so it's crazy. We've been in this house for over 5 years. I don't I triggered my camera. We've been in this house for over 5 years, and my craft room used to be upstairs, which the insulation isn't very great, so it'd get really, really hot in the summer and really, really cold in the winter. And then, I have a second bedroom downstairs that, like, originally we were gonna make it like the dog's room, um, but since we moved in this house, we let our dogs free range more. So, um, well, I was gonna say 2 out of my 3 dogs, I lost my 1 dog last summer, but at the time, 2 out of my 3 dogs were career change leader dogs, and they when you puppy raise for leader dogs for the blind, you have to crate the dogs, because it just helps, like, with their training to become a guide dog, and so my dogs were used to being in a crate during the day when I wasn't home to supervise them, so we were, like, nervous on if that was gonna happen. So we like one of the spare bedrooms was supposed to be the dog room, but the dogs actually did really well just being out and about on their own. So we're like, well, we don't really need that room for anything. So we made that my one craft room, and I have changed it so many times and it still isn't working for me. That's why like having this space back makes me so happy because my upstairs causes me a lot of stress. But that's where I do, like, my sewing and my Cricut stuff, because I just, like, I don't have the space down here. I could do my Cricut stuff down here, but by the time you add all the supplies for that, it's just this room isn't big enough. Um, but when we added this room on, it was so nice, like, and I was really able to figure out because I found out I'm the type of person that I like things on display because otherwise I forget where they are, and that's really hard to do. There's so many shows, and then there's so many, like, big influencers that they can just go buy, like, every color of a product and then display it, and that's so, like, not realistic, you know? Um However, I do think, like, my room looks really pretty because I have so much glitter, but that's because I glitter so many things for my business, uh, but trying to figure out how to display stuff, like, it's just hard, and you just wanna, like, enjoy it, but I have to have so much stuff out, or I forget about it, or I can't find it, and it's a struggle. I feel it. Thanks for Sprint. Have a beautiful rest of your day. Thank you so much. I can't stop reading. See you next time. Thanks for stopping by, Laura. No, I have to move everything to see if I like it, then move it back. Then it goes on like that all day. It's tiring. Yes, it's a workout. I mean, at least you're getting like a workout in. Part of me thinks that my husband just gets bored and that's why he likes to shove it around, but it's also because he hasn't found like the perfect layout down here yet. And then he keeps getting stuff like a drum set. Well, he's had that for a while, but like he's got a ginormous TV and he a couch and yeah. So I totally get it. When in doubt, add more glitter. I actually have been so good. I haven't bought glitter in a long time, and it's hard. So instead I bought books. Like, that's kinda what happened last year. From, like, 2018, 19 to, twen like, 2022, I bought glitter. I bought craft supplies. I bought, like, all that kind of stuff. Um, and then after that, it's turned into books and Loungefly. You would never believe, like, 3 years ago, I never had any Loungefly. It but I am, like I try to get them on sale because otherwise, like, that stuff is expensive. So, it's like it's a I don't know. That's like I splurge on, like, something every year, which I guess I just realized now that I do, but and then trying to find ways to make it look good, which also, I'll point out, doing the, like, colored, uh shelves, like the rainbow, is really hard. I like most of my books are black and it's just I mean, it looks really nice. If I had like a super moody room, it would look great, but it doesn't really fit the aesthetic in here. My upstairs room, when I ever figure it out, I really want it to be like cottage core and like whimsy and fairy tale esque with, like, pinks and greens, and, like, I know I have pinks and, like, teals down here, which is my favorite. This is, like, my bright, happy room, but then the other part of me is, like, really, like, muted colors or moody colors and whimsy, which this room's kinda whimsy, but you know what I mean? Like, more of cottagecore. I don't know how people pick, like, one aesthetic and stick to it. That's not me. I like all aesthetics. It's very hard. We have 3 dogs and a cat, so we have to move it anyway to clean. So I had 3 dogs and we have a cat. Now we have 2 dogs and a cat, so I feel that so much. I'm going for a gypsy fairy farmhouse feel. Oh, yes. That is my vibes. I love that. Right now, like, we have it's like modern farmhouse, but not modern farmhouse because I don't like white walls. I like color. Um, so I use, like, blues instead, but I also see, that's the thing, I have a hard time picking, but yeah, in, like, our main house, I haven't really done too much of anything because I can't decide. So, it's pretty, like, neutral, but it's not I don't know. But it's very farmhousey, and, I don't know, I like collecting things, and my husband is, like, the opposite, he likes modern and clean and things put away. So, we're trying to find a blend of that, but, I'm sure you'll get it figured out, but thank you guys so much for stopping by and hanging out. Sorry that is a bit chaotic. Hopefully, come next Saturday, things are a little bit better. I will be, sprinting next Saturday at 11 a.m. Eastern, like normal, hopefully. Fingers crossed. If not, I'll do it like this again. It's just I like being able to pop your little comments up. Uh, and then April and I will be doing our Zoom for One Dark Window. So make sure you get One Dark Window read before next week. And if you need more sprints, next Saturday, I'll be doing them. So bye, guys. See you next time.